Hello everybody, and welcome to Essa Academy Episode 3. Today is a pretty important lesson. We will be learning about Essa etiquette. This is basically just how to be respectful in the ESSA community and wherever you bring your ESSA. We will be going over how to be respectful in the community or online first, and then we'll move on to public outings and interactions. Every community has their fair share of not so great people. It's inevitable, honestly, but if this could help even just one person be respectful and make sure they're doing the right things in our community or other communities, I'd consider that a win. Firstly, a lot of people personalize their ESSAs, as many of you may know. They pick names, colors, accessories, personalities, etc. for that ESSA. For example, I have an ESSA named Bruno. His colors are dark green and black. He has a natural German Shepherd look, and as a character, he's a police dog. He's serious and sometimes grumpy and understanding. Now, some people steal these OCs, which is not right. Of course, you can still have the same things like same colors and same accessories, or the same breed and same name, because you cannot claim any of those as your own. What would be wrong though is to take all of this together, as that is the OC that I designed for my ESSA. If you need help designing an OC for your ESSA, leave a comment. I'm sure there's many people who have a few ideas. Next, we're moving on to misinformation. Misinformation is a very, very common thing everywhere. Sometimes it's spread because someone genuinely doesn't know, so before you try and educate someone or spread something, please do research. Some misinformation is just created by itself, like how some people think ESSAs can only be Douglas dogs, or Douglas dogs are automatically ESSAs, just because they're the most common ESSAs viewed on social media. Some misinformation is also spread on purpose. To be clear here, ESSAs can be any stuffed animal. So again, make sure you do research before informing people. Now we're moving on to public outings. When you're out with your ESSA, you should make sure you're not being obnoxious to the people around you. An example of this would be pretending your ESSA is reactive and barks or meows at people. This can be very annoying to the people around you, and it can deter people from our community. Another thing would be pretending your ESSA is destructive and messes up merchandise in a store. This is not only annoying for the shoppers, but is also annoying for the employees who have to clean up your mess. The right things for you to do if you still would like to roleplay with your ESSA in public is to do these things in your head, like imagining your ESSA barking or meowing at something, rather than making the sounds for your ESSA. This is a non-harmful way to still have fun with your ESSA. Next, we're going to cover interactions which are bound to happen if your ESSA is visible to the public. First, for staring. I know it's pretty hard to ignore, and to some it feels like they're invading your space. The best thing to do is to turn away or walk away. Remember that if they're following you and you do not want them to, tell a guardian or an employee. Another interaction that is a little less common but is still completely possible is somebody petting or touching your ESSA without permission. I've had this happen quite a bit. Of course, some of you may be fine with somebody touching your ESSA, and some of you may not be. I'm one of the people who do not like it because I'm a pretty big germaphobe. If you would like somebody to stop touching your ESSA when they've done so without permission, the respectful thing to do is either say, "Please don't touch," or if that does not work, pulling your ESSA away or walking away would be the other best things to do. I've also pushed a hand out of the way, but I don't completely recommend doing that unless it's necessary. I just did that because they scared the ever-living everything out of me, but it worked, so I've done each of these, but I usually stick to walking away or pulling my ESSA away because most of the time I'm too anxious to speak. Lastly, in the last episode, we talked about taking an ESSA to the theme park. So let's quickly learn some etiquette for the theme parks. If you have to put your items in a locker or compartment on the ride, please do so with your ESSA. Remember that being away from your ESSA is not a dangerous thing. Of course, it can help you a lot and it may be annoying to leave your ESSA, but it's not nearly as dangerous as somebody being separated from their service animal. If you do not want to put your ESSA in a locker or compartment, you can also leave it with somebody not going on the ride, leave it in your car or at your hotel room or house, or just not go on the ride. Remember that rides have rules for a reason. If I missed anything, I will just make another part, or I will just leave the things I missed in a pinned comment below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Essa Academy, and feel free to watch the other 2 episodes if you haven't. Also, here's the homework for today's episode. I know it's a little more, but remember that it's optional. If you would like to do it, please screenshot the pages, fill them out, and tag me in the video or post with them completed, and I will grade them. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye!